power bun, baby. See how big it is? That's the power. The skinny one, alright. Not guilty. I am first one. That's guilty one.
The head of behavioral sciences at the FBI who missed a killer standing right in front of him. There's a reason that you're a witness for the prosecution, Agent Crawford.
Remind me what that reason is.
If you can't represent your own beliefs, represent the Bureau's.
Agent Crawford?
Let yourself off the hook, Jack.
How did you meet Will Graham?
I met him at the opening of the Evil Minds Research Museum. He didn't agree with what we called him. He told me that the title mythologized banal and cruel men who didn't deserve to be thought of as supervillains.
And what was your first impression?
He was intelligent and arrogant and very likely on the spectrum.
Which is why he wasn't real FBI. He didn't pass the screening procedures.
Yes,
But you felt that he was qualified to work in the field.
under my supervision.
And you believed that he was valuable because he could think like a killer.
He could think like anybody.
Sounds like a supervillain. 5 horrendous murders. Over 40 different pieces of forensic and physical evidence that tell us that Will Graham can think like a killer because he is one. Rather than feel tormented by the work he did,
babe.
Will Graham enjoyed the cover his role at the FBI gave him to commit his terrible crimes.
I don't believe that to be true.
Agent Crawford?
Down to decision, babe.
Will hated every second of the work. He hated it. He didn't fake that. He hated it, and I kept making him do it.
Why then is it that when you offered him an opportunity to quit, he refused?
Because he was saving lives.
A lot of them.
I had been warned by more than one person that if I pushed Will, I'd break him. I put those checks and balances in place, then ignored them.
And now look at all these pieces.
And here we are.
I broke them. I'm ashamed of that.
She's like, bitch, that's not what we talked about.
Now everybody mad at me. That ain't even the tie he put on this one. It must have changed.
What does Jack Crawford drink? Whatever it is, I need to send him a very expensive bottle.
He said I'm a killer because he drove me insane.
Oh, he paved the road for your defense.
He didn't say I'm innocent.
Innocence isn't a verdict, Mr. Graham. But not guilty is.
Right.
This isn't law.
Right.
It's advertising.
Advertising
trivializes. You don't have to prove I'm innocent.
We prove I'm not
Just
guilty.
one person has to
Boo-hoo,
say not
says the
guilty.
law. We have to
Send in the
create
verdict.
desire to find you not guilty, which is non-existent in this courtroom right now. We're manipulating people into buying something they don't need. They don't want your innocence. Thank you. Unconsciousness in a free package. That I can sell. If I take the moral high ground with you, I'll get you killed.
Is there somebody's finger?
Is that really an ear?
You think I opened your mail?
I mean, come
I
on,
get the joke.
clearly. Then, like, why would I mail myself the ear?
Yeah, and I get the joke, right? The other ear. Like, I get it. But yes, I'm in jail. How could I have done that? Oh, you could have had it set up, but you know, you say Back to the Future. Where
While I
she
was, well,
okay. 80 years, got it.
That was a good and brave thing you did for Will today.
It may have cost me my job.
The prospect doesn't seem to
People
trouble
always
you as
ask
much
me-
as I would have thought.
Hannibal, how you get rid of the evidence?
I haven't felt better
It's
in
easy.
weeks.
I have other people eat.
Clarence, you'll do that.
I mean, come on, man. What do you want?
Tell me, Jack, was your testimony meant to be a resignation?
There is something appealing about walking away from all of the noise. I'm content to let the chips fall.
The magic door is always attractive. Step through and leave all your burdens behind.
I've given my life. It's death.
And now death has followed you home. Come to live in your house.
Bella has kept our bedroom from looking too much like a sick room. There are flowers, but not too many, you know. She insisted there are no pills in sight. So I've been thinking about taking her to Italy where we met. We could. She could die there.
Jack, you're not sick. You don't have to go into the ground with her. When Bella is lost to you, the FBI could still be there.
You're telling me not to commit professional suicide?
As a friend, I'm telling you not to force an issue. For the short-term emotional satisfaction it can have.
Whoop, like that's your mail. My bad. You got time for us. You got some bitch.
Fucking capillaries. Ear was cut
Back.
4 clips no more than 48 hours ago.
Before the trial started.
I ain't just
We
climbing.
fumed it all. Ears clean. No prints on either of the envelopes besides the courier, paralegal, and lawyer.
We know Will Grimm didn't do it.
Surprised me. The timing's deliberate. It was choreographed to drop the ear at the beginning of Will's trial.
Why?
Such a gift has great significance.
A gift from who?
Will claim someone else committed the crimes he's accused of.
He said that person was you.
Perhaps he was half right.
It is somebody else, but it ain't me.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
I'm just saying, Hannibal's killing me. He said he could be half right. Because he was like, he thought it was somebody else killing,
The
and then he was
boundaries
like, it
of
was
what's considered
you.
normal are getting
And he's
narrower.
like, Hannibal's like, well, maybe he's half right.
Outside
It is
those
someone else
boundaries,
killing,
this
but it's
may be
obviously not
intended as
me.
a helpful gesture.
How far would you go to help me?
I thought they swabbed his mouth. How long
It hadn't
did
occurred to me to
Yeah,
set
they
you
already,
up.
he's totally clean, babe.
I'm grateful someone has.
Motherfucker ain't left no
Gratitude
DNA and no
has
crime scene.
a short half-life.
So can doubt. I have new thoughts about who you are. I may very well be another killer.
I want there to be.
Some part of you still suspects me.
I don't know what anyone is capable of anymore, least of all myself. But, I know there is no evidence against you.
There never was.
Accusing you makes me look insane. I'm not insane. Not anymore.
You may not be guilty. This ear you were sent is an opportunity. If someone else is responsible for your crimes,
Yeah, you.
perhaps he now wants to be seen.
Why would he want to be seen now?
He cares what happens to you.
Oh, God.
The
Did
prosecution
Hannibal
calls
say
for
that when
any
he was
evidence to
happening?
stand.
He's making it very obvious.
Yeah. Her style is just not there. It's like she tried her best. It's just not connecting.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
It's like is the church today in the future, but was still in the 20s.
Could you please describe your relationship with Abigail Hobbs?
We were very close.
Take that dumb ass
I was helping her write a book
inside
about
the church.
surviving her father.
Did you ever discuss Will Graham with Abigail?
Abigail told me
Courthouse for me?
Yeah,
she believed Will Graham wanted to kill her and cannibalize
Why
her
you so
like her
dramatic?
father wanted to do.
She did not say that.
Well, you know, she working with Hannibal.
I should have listened to her.
Do you blame yourself for her death?
What's your hands, girl? This shit gives me anxiety, man.
I blame Will Graham.
You're such a manipulative little crap.
Thank you. Your witness.
She looks like that one actress. It's not her, but she looks like her though.
Miss Lowndes,
Sandra Bullock's
could you
older
please
sister in 28 Days.
remind me how many times you've been sued for libel?
6.
Sorry?
That guy was a bad guy on something else right there.
6.
6. And
That's
how
really
many
all
times did you
innocent.
settle?
That is not how you behave.
6.
6.
6.
6.
Thank you. Nothing further.
I'm through with this guy.
The defense calls Dr. Aletta Bloom.
I believe Will's empathy disorder, combined with the effects of viral encephalitis. Do we have to do this like this?
I don't want the first time you do this to be in court. Dr. Bloom, weren't you and the accused romantically involved?
How is this relevant to the case?
It's relevant to your testimony.
Right, come on, girl. Have
In
you
that
not seen
court,
any
your
court cases
feelings,
ever
your
here?
emotions, your
This your
They're
first?
gonna try to
pro
discredit
everything
you,
Will
and this
Graham
is
will
an
be
easy
on
way to
trial.
do
You
it.
get all
This your
scared and
first trial?
unblinky like that, it'll undermine you and me, but mainly him.
My testimony is
At
based
least
on my
his
profession.
lawyer
You
has
are
his shit
smitten with the
together, right?
accused, Miss
First
Graham.
I thought he was a
It's
jokester.
adorable, but not our brand
He
of
seems
defense.
serious now.
And Miss Vega will
thought he was
smell
a
it on
jokester?
you like you
Yeah.
stepped in
Ooh,
young
oh,
adult
yo,
and
man.
tracked
Ooh,
it into
nigga,
the
that's a whole
public.
ear in there. Calm down.
Were
You
you
should be a little
and
bit
Will
more
Graham
serious right now.
involved romantically?
I have no romantic feelings for Will Graham. I have a professional curiosity.
Sound like love to me. Let's try it again.
I like that professional curiosity.
Yeah,
It seems
professional
so,
curiosity. That's smart.
seems so indifferent. Unless you look like you're lying when you say it. But you didn't.
But he did. So we gonna get a murder this show, or we
You've
just gonna
identified
let's
the
try
year.
it?
We identified the knife that cut it off.
It's Will Graham.
Right, there's
The blade
the
matches the
ass.
cuts on Abigail Hobbs' ear and on this one.
Just wonder what.
It was presented in court as evidence that it was
Where
sent to the
does
courthouse
it?
evidence room, where it was checked up by the bailiff in Will's trial, Andrew Sykes, and it never went back.
Crime don't stop just cause a trial going on, man.
Pretty good, right?
Hey, rewind it. What they just figured out?
Some shit.
Because of being a
Trial,
jokester.
Andrew Sykes.
Will Graham's. The blade matches the cuts on Abigail Hobbs' ear and on this one.
It was presented in court as evidence that it was sent to the courthouse evidence room, where it was checked up by the bailiff.
I think you heard what you needed to hear.
You've identified the year.
We identified the knife that cut it off.
It's Will Graham's. The blade matches the cuts on Abigail Hobbs' ear and on this one.
It was presented in court as evidence that it was sent to the courthouse evidence room, where it was checked up by the bailiff in Will's trial, Andrew Sykes, and it never went back.
Pretty good, right?
What does that mean? It was checked out?
But it never went back. Checked it out.
Oh, they're trying to say it's the bailiff is the killer?
Oh, the bailiff just got paid.
Uh-oh.
That is fucking the thigh. Damn, Hannibal.
Yeah, this shit is getting crazy.
That motherfucker's a super villain. super villain level of
This is better than any villain on Marvel or DC.
or Mission Impossible.
Yeah. He's all stabbed up. Oh my goodness. What are we doing?
Will ain't doing none of this shit.
And his mouth is open, cut up
He
again.
did all the murders.
He did all the murders, babe. You're right.
Ear gone.
What are we doing?
They wanted to give us a warm welcome and make sure that we found something.
An arresting piece of theater.
A bailiff was mounted on a stag's head. Lad's got a smile, they were lopped off his ear and set him on fire. Will Graham's greatest hits.
Could we have been that wrong?
Oh, well, Graham, no, we did not. He regularly takes selfies with his victims.
The evidence we found was immediate and almost presentational. May as well have been gift wrapped.
That's what Will said about Cassie Boyle when we found her in that field. Field Kabuki.
There was no evidence before Will was apprehended, and there hasn't been any since.
He ate a girl's ear. It was in his stomach. God knows what else of her was in there.
We should have taken a stool sample.
Yes, we should have.
Well, why didn't we?
I was the one that said we should have.
Knock it off.
What impact would this have on Will's trial?
What is happening?
I think he's trying to get his boy out so he keep playing with him.
Yeah, of course.
Your team provided the evidence.
The overwhelming evidence.
So you understand the significance of my questioning it?
Agent Crawford, we all heard your testimony. Are you sure you're not just trying to assuage your own guilt?
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm not.
Andrew Sykes was mutilated in the exact same manner Will Graham allegedly mutilated his victims, ways that have not been made public.
Will Graham isn't saying he didn't kill those people.
It's just as arousing as ending them.
Is it?
He likes to play God.
He likes to play God. His like inflections are crazy.
That's that mortuary tone.
He would be great on a
Paul Bearer.
that one movie.
You should talk shit to Hannibal right now. Very clever. Putting that bomb fire thing in the house.
Yeah, he can't do all that though. He needs Hannibal to keep wanting him to get out.
Oh.
I admire her.
Yes.
The forensic report from the crime scene. What do you see?
I just see your face. There. Doing the killing. As I've always seen.
I shoot Mr. Sykes once. Collapsing lungs, tearing through his heart's aorta and pulmonary arteries. He will die believing we were friends. It is his last thought. His death is impersonal.
this on network TV. It's just very bloody and gruesome.
Tribute. This is my design. It's not the same killer. He murdered his victim first, then mutilated him. Cassie Boyle's lungs were removed when she was still breathing. Georgia Madchen was burned alive. What I found of Abigail was cut off while her heart was beating.
And this blunt reproduction?
You knew that already.
I'd like to have been wrong.
Occam's broom. You intentionally ignored facts that refute your argument, hoping nobody would notice.
You noticed.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to dispel your doubts once and for all.
My doubts about what?
Me. I want you to believe in the best of me. Just as I believe in the best of you.
I don't know, I still think you're a murderer.
This crime offered us both reasonable doubt.
It offered us a distraction.
Maybe this acolyte is giving you your path to freedom. Even Jack is ready to believe well.
It would be a lie.
I don't want you to be here.
I don't want me to be here either.
And you have a choice. This killer rode you up home. Are you going to let this love go to waste?
What? What are we doing?
I'm confused. You're going to abandon your defense strategy. The entire case you've built mid-trial.
You can't do that
Exciting,
supposedly.
isn't it?
And this seems reasonable to you?
It's not only reasonable, fashionable. There's a killer on the loose, demonstrating all the hallmarks of Will Graham's alleged murders.
It's marketing.
Do you think this killer committed the crimes that you're accusing?
Don't answer that. Not in front of me. It's inconsequential.
But is it true?
You're being awfully high and mighty, Dr. Bloom. Very ivory tower, very reductive, very far from the point, which is the exoneration of your friend, Will Graham.
And the point you're trying to make is reasonable doubt.
That's a win, yes.
The best you can hope for is this trial.
That's also a win.
You won't be able to plead
That's
unconsciousness again.
Your fast, triumphant diagnosis of unconsciousness was the best play we had. Now we have a better play. Needless to say, I won't be calling you to the witness stand.
Good, but you weren't ready.
Who's taking the stand in my place?
He could not be better positioned to like have all of his like ego stroke. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, unsubs like to involve themselves into the case.
Insert
They want to
themselves.
insert themselves into the whole thing.
I swear to
We're
tell
so
the
smart
truth,
now.
the whole truth, and nothing but
We're
the
watching
truth.
real lives.
So help me God.
There it is.
Morning, Doctor. Please describe your relationship with Will Graham.
I was asked by Jack Crawford to monitor Will's emotional well-being while he worked on cases. I was never officially a psychiatrist.
If you weren't a psychiatrist, what were you?
I was meant to be his stability. I failed him in that.
How did you feel?
I was unable to determine if Will's condition was due to mental illness or stress from his work at the FBI. My mistake was never considering his innocence until the murder of a bailiff from this courthouse.
And how did you know about that, Dr. Lake?
I've been asked to consult on the case by Jack Crawford. He wanted a profile of the bailiff's killer.
So you believe the Bailiff's murder was committed by the same person guilty of Will Graham's alleged crimes, yes?
Profiles aren't evidence, their opinion. This is hearsay.
I will allow it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Because this sounds really sussy right now.
I believe there are alarming similarities in the crimes, yes.
Will Graham accused you of the crimes for which he now stands trial, and yet here you are, testifying on his behalf for the defense.
Well, he is a crazy man.
Will
This is
rightfully couldn't accept these actions to be his. A mind faced with the possibility of committing such deeds will find an alternative reality to believe in.
You don't blame him for that?
No. Will Graham is and will always be my friend.
Your witness.
Dr. Lecter, what was the cause of death in the bailiff's murder?
A bullet to the heart.
And in Will Graham's victims, or alleged victims, what was their cause of death?
Mutilation.
That's very different from a bullet.
No two crimes of any killer are going to be exactly the same. The similarities
Your
are...
Honor, the witness's personal beliefs and biases are driving his conclusions. There are clearly two different killers in two different cases.
Your Honor, there are sufficient similarities to consider this a defense.
I'm ruling this defense inadmissible, Mr. Brower.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All previous testimony on the matter will be stricken from the record.
Did Will know that was gonna happen? I feel like he knew this was gonna happen. Because now he can't use his unconsciousness defense anymore, right? Is what they said?
That's what old girl said. Yeah, so now you're gonna have to go kill somebody else again. Like that. With no gun. And just wouldn't that just be convenient? Unless it's Charlotte's
I think Will's
televised.
fucking playing him. I think he knew
Making him
this
kill
shit would
somebody.
be admissible.
So now he gotta kill somebody else.
I need you to keep making. I need you to make mistakes.
Yeah. But if it's being televised, you can just say the real killer's watching it. It's like, oh, y'all still don't believe me?
You should kill somebody right now.
You better not do it in the courthouse.
Oh. He killed the fucking judge. You can't just kill the judge.
Damn.
So it
Yes.
proves that the judge was murdered in his chambers and then he was hauled out here to be put on display.
At a courthouse?
Only is justice blind. It's mindless and heartless. How did the killer get so close?
No sign of a struggle. Mutilation was postmortem.
He was shot in the chest just like the bailiff. Can't see the entry wound because he removed the heart. But there's an exit wound. No swab. Must have taken it with him.
A trophy.
But
This is bonkers.
This is getting
this
crazy.
case,
It's already been misdiagnosed.
Not by the court.
No. Not yet. Walked out of that courtroom and I could hear my blood like a hollow drumming of wings. And I had the absurd feeling that whoever this killer is, he walked out of that courtroom with me. He's gonna reach out to me.
What does he want?
He wants to know me. What do you want?
I want to save you.
That's it.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
over.
All right, man. That was episode 3 of Psychological Hannibal. Playing these psychological games. This is tit for tat right now. What we got going on. Hannibal definitely just trying to get Will out of jail so we can continue on with this psychological game that he want to play. The surprise of the episode was murdering the judge in the courthouse. While I know that will not be even possible in real life, I'm gonna just go ahead and give you the W on that because it's a TV show and we needed the added shock effect of Hannibal doing something outlandish other than killing a normie out here that would have just. I thought he would have just killed somebody else.
He did.
Made it look like Will.
He did.
I mean, again, made it a regular person.
I mean, he just did the bailiff.
Yeah, but that didn't work.
We
He
had
did
2
too
killers
much.
in one episode.
Yeah, but he did too much with the bailiff because he shot him. So then once he realized, shit, that's right. Okay, I can't shoot him first. I thought he was gonna do that on the just find a regular person, cut him up and then kill him like the Will killer is supposed to be doing. But I didn't think he was gonna go for the judge on there, because that really pissed him off right there. That he couldn't his trial, his testimony got thrown out. If you think Will was behind it, babe, he sure didn't look like he was like, yes, this is what I wanted. Because he still looked like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just, and nobody believed me. I don't know why I had an ear in my stomach. It's just, I don't know what's happening right now. Am I crazy? Maybe I am. I probably am. Fuck it. Just leave me in jail. That's probably where he at with it right now. And so Hannibal is like, fuck all that, bro. I'm going to get you out of here. Don't worry about it. I just got one more murder to do. It's going to be big. It's going to be real big. And then you should be good. Now, killing the judge, like Lawrence Fishburne said, it's just going to make a whole nother trial. We're going to have to go through the whole thing again. But it could play in their favor where they just like, yeah, it's just the circumstantial evidence is just way overwhelming. That it's probably not Will. So we should probably just throw shit out and just let him go ahead and get back to business under strict supervision, which would be everything Hannibal want anyway. So we'll see how it go on there. But yeah, very interesting what happened right here. So I'm totally shocked with the judge. We'll see how they do in episode 4.
So Hannibal doesn't make mistakes. I think the level of psychological strategy in this show is almost out of reach for me to fully grasp, honestly. But what I gathered from this episode is, one, Hannibal doesn't make mistakes. He clearly has showcased that in his methodical way of just setting up Will to be the murderer, right? So if he really wanted to get Will off, he would have killed the people in the exact manner that Will killed him, so it would be absolutely clear that Will isn't the one in jail. But he purposely shot them in the chest because it is an ongoing. It's like Will is in the hamster wheel. He's keeping Will in the hamster wheel, and he knew Will called him out and was like, it's going to be a lie, like it's going to get called out. And as soon as he presented it, it got called out. And then freaking Hannibal doubled down. He killed the next person in the exact same fashion, shot to the chest, but a grandiose messaging. So then the whole trial restarts. So it's like, it's like Will is trapped in an endless game because he can't get out of it. So Hannibal can do all the things he wants to do. It would be a lot different if Will was out. He would have a lot less control of the circumstances. So he doesn't want Will to get persecuted and found guilty because his game ends. But he also doesn't want Will out and about and free because then his game ends as well. So that's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but I feel like those are better. I feel like that's what he's striving for. But I do think in Will's attempt to placate Hannibal and not like push against him, it's forcing Hannibal to continue to do new things. That's at some point, I'm sure Will's hoping Hannibal does in fact make a mistake. There's too many coincidences. Clearly the fact that the person was killed in the manner that he was killed already had red flags, because all the information in the way that these people were killed hasn't been shared to the public, because so it has to be somebody internal. So even if Will is placating it, by Hannibal still acting on his privied information in the way that he is, and the way that he's killing these people, is going to draw clues, breadcrumbs to somebody being within the FBI or someone close within the FBI who's using privileged information. So I think even though Will's so subtle, I think he's allowing for Hannibal to make these decisions and make these actions, because he knows the more deaths honestly happen, the more likelihood of mistakes. If Hannibal was just a fucking stop, he's fucked, because all the evidence points to him. He needs Hannibal still be in play. He needs Hannibal to still be intrigued and want to play the game, is what I feel like is going on. But the fact that it's so difficult to really gather and like fathom the exact strategies of what is happening is exciting. So again, shock value is there. Mental intrigue is there, and as always, super excited that it's in rotation right now so we can get these episodes back to back, because it's so much easier to follow, and very much looking forward to the next episode.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Hannibal Season 2, Episode 3, and until next time, peace.